Hello, how are you? Welcome to Found in Art. This is March night 3. This is the final March night in March. You know what I'm saying. We have 3 every month, and this is the one for March, the last one. It's gonna be great. If you're wondering, like if you haven't watched the rest of them for this month, just know there's been a theme of lots of color and line art. We're doing the same thing tonight. This is our art for tonight. I'm super excited about this one. While I was drawing this first one tonight, I was like so happy because it finally clicked with me and how I want everything to go for like the foreseeable future of this class. And I could not be happier. I am just like bursting with excitement and joy with how this is going to go. So make sure you stay tuned for updates that are happening. You know, updates are coming in April, and I have finally like solidified it in my brain because of this one. So let's recap on what we've done this month. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Are we excited? I know I sure am. Oh, I'm Emily. If you didn't know that, I think you do, but if you didn't, hi. So I have filmed all these right in a row, and we are going to stick with our chair stretches today, and just have like some good meditation, just like centering in. I don't know how much grounding we're going to do today because I just don't know if I'm in the headspace for it, but we are just going to have a fantastic time. So let's go ahead and get started with some big stretches. Oh, some big deep breaths. I hope you've had a beautiful, wonderful day. I have had a beautiful, wonderful day. I've actually been sitting in this chair for a long time. Like I've been taking breaks to feed my children, obviously, and to like do stuff myself, but mostly I've just been sitting in the chair for 7 hours. So that's exciting. Um, I hope your March has been amazing. Currently, as you're watching this, I'm probably getting back from Texas. So that's super exciting. I've been there now, as you're watching this, for the last couple maybe a week and a half, maybe longer. Depends on when I decided we were leaving. Because I decided for March, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to schedule anything important for these 2 weeks. I wanted to go visit my family, visit my sister, visit my brother and his wife, and just like experience all the things universe has to offer me right now. And that's what I have hopefully done. So I hope I come back like tomorrow totally relaxed and well rested, and my kids are gonna be happy. We're gonna have like done fun things, and oh, I just have so many good thoughts going into Texas. Like before we've left, I just hope that when you're watching this in a couple weeks' time, that those things have just happened. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, for real stretching now though. Okay, I'm gonna roll my wrists because they're getting a little tight from doing this all day. My fingers are getting a little weird. It's definitely time to like take some Tylenol or something. I think we're gonna do great. I probably need to go stretch because I've walked like 0% today. Definitely hasn't reached my step goals. You know, some days we just have those days, and that's okay. We will thrive. And I've been drinking tea, caffeinated tea all day, and it's 7:30 again. So let's do this. Meditation. I think the brain space I have for this today is sitting and breathing and just like clearing my mind. Is that okay with you? If we just do that for a bit, I think it's been really nice. So if you'll join me in closing your eyes, deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, wow. In and out. Again, in and out. Once more in and out. Let's just kind of sit in this space and just keep having some deep breaths for the next like 2 minutes or so. Just let our body find a calm. Okay, let's breathe in and out. When you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes and come back to this place with me. I'm going to pause the video right here, readjust for painting, and while I do that, come to this place and get your paints and your fine line markers ready. Okay, so here's our work for today. And the first thing you're going to need is your pencil for sketching. We are sketching. I know we hardly ever sketch beforehand, but I think it's going to make you enjoy this a lot more. You're going to want your sketchbook out. And I'm going to teach you how to draw these black-eyed Susans. So a black-eyed Susan or coneflower, whichever one you want to call them, coneflowers because they have the cone. You start with a cone, or let's start with a little one. So you start with a cone shape like this, like a gumdrop. And they could be, some of them are very tall, some of them are really short. So it doesn't matter what it looks like. I grow coneflowers and I'm always amazed at how they're completely different all the time. And then we are going to start with the middle flower. And if you want to kind of get an idea of where they're going to go, you just draw lines like this. So that's kind of where they're going to go. So that's a good idea, right? And then you're going to make sure they're rounded on the bottom. You're going to do this. Okay, so they're kind of like very elongated teardrops or raindrops, like this. These edge ones will just kind of, I want that one longer. And make sure my tips, this edge that goes into the cone is pointy, and then the edge that's away from the cone is nice and long. The petals are fairly skinny, so you don't want them to be too floofy. You can add them in between here, like that. Okay, so that's how they'll start. And we will do a stem down, straight down, and then little teardrop leaves like this, okay? They don't have to be perfect because this is just the rough sketch. Then I'm going to do a tall one over here, like this. I'll go ahead and sketch that rough draft of where I want them to be. Do one here. It does not have to be perfect right now. Actually, I don't like that one right there. Okay. And then I'm going to draw one more over here. I don't think you can hear my children, but they are playing one of the Mario games right now, and they are so loud. It's ridiculous. Okay. So that is what it looks like. Super easy, right? Now, if you have a kneaded eraser or just uh, a nice eraser, you could just go ahead and very lightly erase these because you don't want it to be super dark. And I have a tendency of drawing very heavy-handed, regardless of what I'm trying to do. So I just go in and erase. Because once you put the paint on, you actually cannot erase anymore. All right. So now get your watercolors. This is super easy. I'm going to do rainbow colors to match what I've already done over here. And I'm just going to start with orange. So let's do orange. It's a very light wash, okay? So I'm going to start right here. It does not need to be dark. I do go over it twice sometimes. Okay. But I want to be able to see my art through it. So next will be yellow. That feels like too much paint. Wow, that was perfect. Okay. Amazing. Next is green. And then it's blue. This is a pretty quick painting, but I think it's also super effective in just being amazingly cool. You can keep it in your sketchbook. You can make cards like this. I think they're awesome. And then I'm going to do a purple. And remember, we're just trying to zone out as we are working on these paintings. Not trying to solve any world problems tonight. We're just allowing our brains to chill the heck out. Think of it as like yoga, a yoga class. You're not solving problems, you're just chilling. And I love that for us. Okay. Yay! Okay, super easy, right? Okay, now I'm going to get my brush cleaned off because that's actually all the painting we're doing. That painting process is finished. I'm going to hit it with a hair dryer super quick though, so that the page dries and we can move on to our next step. So let me mute us super briefly. Here we go. Okay, I blow dried that for just a couple minutes and it's nice and dry now. There's no more warping happening anywhere. I'm gonna move my paper clips, my clippy to right there so that it just holds my page down nice. Actually, I should do it over here. This is where my page is all bendy. All right. And now next step is your black marker. I'm using this Tombow Budensoki, Budensoki. Yeah. And I'm going to start on this one right here so that I'm not like smudging. I try not to start on this edge because then my hand is just like in it the whole time. So let's start right here. First thing you do is draw your cone. And then we're going to trace our petals. Do a very good job of sticking to them as closely as you can so you get some really clean lines. Okay. Then I'm going to draw the stem. Okay. Now, the fun part is adding the line work and the details. So what you're going to do is starting at the base, I'm actually going to zoom you in for this part. Starting at the base of your petal, you're going to do some little brush marks up like this. And then you're also going to do matching ones up here. Okay. Do that for every single petal. You can do a lot, you can do a little. It doesn't really matter. It's however you feel like having them. Just keep it consistent over all the petals, okay? We're going to do that same. We're going to do one line in the middle of each leaf like that. And then for the cone flower, the cone of the cone flower, they're full of seeds and like pollen places. So we are actually going to just draw little circles all over. And I like to put them right on the line because that way there's a texture to the edge, which I think is super fun. See? Oh my gosh, these are so great. Let's do the next one together. Sorry about that. So here's my second one. Aren't they just beautiful? I love them. I think they're so stinking fun. I'm gonna have to move my clip for this. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoop, sorry. Look at it. Isn't it just freaking gorgeous? Oh, I can't get over it. I love how easy and beautiful this process is. And it's just amazing to me. I don't want to add one there, but that feels like too much. So there it is. Like easy peasy, right? Let's add one more leaf right here. One more petal. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I like that. You guys, amazing, right? Super simple, super quick, and just a really effective way to have some sketching practice. So if you liked this month's projects, I definitely recommend you stick around for next month. And kind of find yourself a nice sketchbook that you want to work in every week, because I think we're going to be filling a sketchbook. So I love you guys. I hope to see you super soon. I will hopefully see you next week for a free art class to get other people to join this one. And then we'll start in April fresh, and it's going to be amazing. Have a beautiful, wonderful March. And yeah, bye, guys.